It's Friday morning. You made it to the end of the week. Hope that you're looking forward to the Lord's Day that's just ahead. And it's going to be a good day to be in the house of the Lord this coming Sunday. So I want to encourage you to make plans to join us there. Our attendance in our in-person worship services has been steadily increasing, and it's always better to be there than to watch online. So I really strongly want to encourage you to make your way back as soon as you can. We'll be glad to see you, and it's always better when you're there. So today's devotion is titled Life to the Full. Comes from, for us, a very familiar passage, John chapter 10. I'd say it's familiar because we've been doing a verse-by-verse exposition of the Gospel of John on our Wednesday night services. So we've just recently been in John chapter 10, just a couple of Wednesdays ago. So John chapter 10, verses 7 through 11. Here's what the Word of God says. We're right in the middle of Jesus' earthly ministry. He's kind of getting closer to the end of his earthly ministry than the beginning. So it's in John chapter 12 that Jesus makes a triumphal entry. So we're getting close. John 10, beginning at verse 7. Here's what the Word of God says. So Jesus said to them again, "Truly, truly, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep. All who come before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. If anyone enters through me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." So this is that passage where Jesus uses the analogy of the sheep and the shepherd and the sheepfold to illustrate his relationship to his people. And so it's just an amazing chapter. I encourage you to do more study on it if you've not been with us on Wednesday night. So the devotion says, 17th century philosopher Thomas Hobbes famously wrote that human life in its natural state is solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. Hobbes argued that our instincts tend toward war in a bid to attain dominance over others. Thus, the establishment of government would be necessary to maintain law and order. The bleak view of humanity sounds like the state of affairs that Jesus described when he said, "All who have come before me are thieves and robbers." But Jesus offers hope in the midst of despair. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. But then the good news, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. Psalm 23 paints a refreshing portrait of the life our shepherd gives us. In him we, quote, lack nothing, verse 1, are refreshed, verse 3. He then leads us down right paths of his perfect will, so that even when we face dark times, we need not be afraid, for he is present to comfort us, verses 3 and 4. He causes us to triumph in the face of adversity and overwhelms us with blessings, verse 5. His goodness and love follow us every day, and we have the privilege of his presence forever, verse 6. As a side note, I really encourage you to go back and take a look at Psalm 23. You'll see all those things. May we answer the shepherd's call and experience the full, abundant life he came to give us. If you've listened to me preach very much, you know that I regularly recite John chapter 10, verse 10. Hear the words again. The thief comes to steal and kill and destroy, but I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly. It's like the philosopher that the devotion mentioned, Thomas Hobbes. He does draw an accurate picture of what life on earth is about, that without God, we are brutish and solitary, poor, nasty, and we're predisposed towards war. I mean, that's the work of the devil in the life that we live in. He comes to steal and kill and destroy. He pits our hearts, if we allow him that power, he pits our hearts against God's creation, against God himself, and against our fellow man. But on the other hand, the contrary, Jesus came that we may have life and have it abundantly. Now, I don't mean to oversimplify what this really is, but I want you to hear me clearly when I say that having life and having it abundantly is our choice. Every single day, we make decisions about who and what we'll follow. Today, if you decide that you're going to follow Jesus, then I can absolutely assure you that you will have life and have it abundantly. On the other hand, you can choose your own devices. You can choose to go the way that men go. And if you do that, Satan will attack you. He will steal and kill and destroy, and there will be no victory in your life. Again, I don't mean to oversimplify, I don't mean to marginalize, but when you get right down to it, the Christian life is a day-by-day decision where we'll put our faith and trust. Today, if you put it in Jesus, like the Good Shepherd in Psalm 23, he will lead you beside still waters. He will make you to lie down in green pastures, and you will dwell forever in the house of the Lord. The thief comes to steal and kill and destroy. But I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly. Kind of sounds like Moses back in the book of Deuteronomy when he's leading the children of Israel towards the promised land, and they fall and they get back up, and they fall and they get back up. And he says, I stand before you today, and I offer you the choice of life and death. Choose life. Today, if you choose life, if you choose Jesus, if you walk in his glorious light, you will have life and have it abundantly. So this Friday, going into a weekend, my prayer for you is that you have life and have it abundantly. Enjoy people, enjoy the graces that God has extended to you. His mercies are new every morning. You go and live a transformed, born-again day for the Lord. You'll come out the other side all the better. I'll see you Sunday morning. God bless you. We love you. Have a great day, and peace be with you. See you later.